Hello, hello, and welcome to our show, Conversations with Lady T, where we bring guests on our show to talk about issues and topics that matter. Get your China teacup and enjoy the show. Today I have this beautiful lady, Michelle Nappel. She's the Executive Director of the Jewish Family and Children's Services right here in Princeton, New Jersey. She's an awesome woman. She just actually started the job there about a month ago, but I'm going to let her tell the story. She has a great journey to tell us.
So nice to meet you. Thank you for having me.
Too.
I actually officially haven't started yet.
Yes.
My official start date is July 1st, which is Friday, which is coming fast, very
Okay.
fast. But I had the good fortune to actually be transitioned from our outgoing executive director, Linda Mizell, who's been there for 18 years.
Yes.
So she's really been training me and teaching me the ropes and showing me around Princeton because I'm not from this area.
Right, okay.
So it's been really wonderful and exhausting and exhilarating all at the same time. But it's been great, so I feel really fortunate to be here.
Now, so where did you come from? What company before?
So prior to this, I was the executive director for an organization called One Family, and we help victims of terror in Israel.
Oh, wow.
And I had been there for 5.5 years.
Wow, nice.
And I was the in charge of the entire United States.
Wow.
So all the education and fundraising happened here, but all the programming happened over there.
Wow.
So that was just an aspect of the job that I missed because I didn't get to see what was really going on unless I traveled there.
Right, wow.
So
you said the whole United States, that's huge.
So the whole United States. So I spent, I would travel all over the place, but it's really nice to be close to home now.
Yeah, I'm sure. So are you originally from New Jersey?
So I, born and bred, New Jersey. I grew up in northern New Jersey.
Okay, nice.
I live in Somerset County now.
Okay.
And I commute here, which is about 45 minutes. And it's a really nice, lovely drive, and it's a great area. So I'm happy to be here.
Nice. So did they reach out to you? How did you get connected?
So it's actually really interesting how I fell into this job. You know, some certain things just come as a surprise. I was, the organization that I worked for was a grantee, actually, of JCYF, which is a program that the agency runs that builds Jewish and teen philanthropists.
Right.
And One Family was actually a grantee, and they do a speed dating round, which is amazing for seniors in high school.
Beautiful.
And in January, I was there presenting, and Linda was walking around to all the different presenters and saying, "I just want you to know, I'm, retiring in June. Do you know anybody who might be interested in working here or taking my job?" And I kind of said, I'm not really looking, but maybe. And, I submitted my resume, and now I'm sitting here with you.
Wow.
So it was
right
just
place at the right time.
Right place at the right time.
That
And you know what? I just fell in love with everything that the agency does as a whole, and I figured this was a great move for me.
Yeah, I think that's wonderful. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So just tell us what your passion is in life. How did you really come to doing this? Like what you did before even.
In my past life, you
Yes.
mean? So in my past life, years and years ago, I actually went to law school. I was an attorney.
Wow.
I practiced for 3 years.
What type of attorney?
3 whole years. I ended up doing real estate and trust and estates, but I started out with the goal of going into family law.
Okay.
And throughout my law school career and different internships, I worked in Manhattan Family Court.
Okay, nice.
And unfortunately, I couldn't find a job doing what I wanted to be doing.
That happens
It happened. So I was lucky enough to find another job, but my true passion always laid with family law and children and families and abuse and neglect and everything that comes with it. So look, I'm doing it now.
Yeah.
So it's...
And that's what's important. I tell a lot of the kids that I mentor that try to find something that's your passion now. Because a lot of us we do so many things in terms of our jobs that we're not passionate about. And it's not till much later in life that we're doing it. So I'm like, if you can find it now, I think you should go for it.
Right, and don't lose that passion, even if your path takes you another way.
Temporarily.
Temporarily.
It's always temporary.
It's always there. So even when I wasn't working, I always did something, along those lines as far as charities or getting involved in the community because it was something that was still important to me. And now I get to do it as a career and as a passion.
Right,
so it's amazing.
That's the best in life.
It's amazing.
Isn't it?
Yeah.
Let's just stop for tea for a second.
To have some tea.
So today this tea is an orange spice, so nice black tea. So if you're a coffee drinker, this is a nice strong black tea.
Drinker.
So I think
All right.
you'll like it.
Okay.
And if you want, you can add sugar, but I always say smell it first.
I'm not going to
Then
dilute
taste it.
Okay, fair enough.
Okay.
Ooh, it's delicious.
It's nice.
And does not need sugar.
Nice. It's really
Right,
nice.
it's
And if
really
you're a
nice.
person that drinks milk, likes milk, this is really a great tea to have milk.
It's
But
delicious.
It's perfect, right?
Yeah, it's so good. I'm a big tea drinker, actually.
I love tea. Growing up, we always, mostly herbal teas from the island. We had like peppermint and ginger pieces and things like that. So I love just drinking tea.
My kids love tea.
Yeah, starting the day with tea is so perfect.
And
so,
ending it at tea.
yeah,
That's my favorite thing
yes.
to drink before bedtime is just a cup of peppermint tea.
It just calms you down,
It does.
right? Mellows you out.
I need a little mellowing these
Yes,
days.
I know, right?
I definitely do.
Yes, and then when
So,
you do get busy at work, a little tea time is good.
It is nice.
Yes.
It
So
is
just
very nice.
tell us a little bit more details about, the nitty-gritty of what
Of the-
you're...
of the agency?
Yes.
So the agency is amazing. It services Mercer, Princeton, and Bucks County.
Right.
We have different facets in the organization. So we have a therapeutic aspect. So we have wonderful therapists. We have a community-based facet, which helps the community at large. And then we have a facet that helps seniors,
Right. Okay.
which is a really
It's...
growing demographic
It
that really
is.
needs a lot of attention.
They do.
And the way our world is going, people are living longer, and
Yes, they are.
have so much to offer, and we need to offer them services
Yes.
as
And
well.
I love when they can do things for the seniors, because what's so sad is that a lot of them don't have any more friends or family. When they're in the hospital, like for instance, last year my father was in the hospital. Thank God my mom is still alive, and she was a nurse. So she was by his side. She, matter of fact, slept there.
Right.
And sometimes, you know how the hospital is, you don't always get the best care,
Yeah,
or
you need
people
an
are not
advocate.
they're not on the same page. My mother was his advocate.
Right.
But then there's other seniors there that don't have anyone. And when
Right.
they don't have, no one is coming there to visit them, no one
Right.
is following up with the
Right.
doctors.
Right.
So, it's always so sad. So that's like another passion I want to take on. I know I take on a lot of things sometimes,
Well,
but I'm just passionate about
I'd love you to take on that
yes,
passion,
I
because
am passionate about helping people, but I think it's so important for the seniors, especially those that have no one. It's so important.
And so that's really what we're able to do. So we have case managers that go into seniors' homes
Right.
and really kind of advocate for them, see what their needs are.
Right.
We offer programs that we have activities for them. They can come to
Yes.
kosher cafes, and it
Nice.
attracts everybody.
Nice.
And then we have an incredible program called Secure at Home, which really allows seniors to age in their own homes.
Oh, beautiful.
So it's a really nice thing. And like I said, a case manager comes in and we're your point of contact. So if your
Right.
children live outside of
Right.
the area, which
Okay.
so many people
Yes.
do, your children can feel secure
Right.
that there's somebody here that'll be on the ground
Right.
and be able to take
And
care
trust.
of them quickly. And
Because
trust
trust
them.
is so important, because
It's-
sometimes you do have aides that unfortunately abuse.
Absolutely.
I hate to say it, but
Absolutely. No,
you got to
for
be
sure.
real.
Yeah.
And so you have to be on your P's and Q's with that.
Right, and we work with incredible home health care agencies that
Nice.
really help provide, the
Wonderful.
proper and great service for our
Wonderful.
clients. So
Wonderful.
it's really,
Yeah, I think that's neat.
It
That's
is.
neat. So
is.
I am going to volunteer to do something, because I do a lot of workshops with the seniors as well. So I'm
Right.
going to volunteer to come and do something with
We
the
would
seniors
love
one
that.
day.
We would love
I
that.
love seeing them, interact and having conversations and playing games.
and you know what, they
It's so
love,
important.
to see
Yeah.
people, and they
Yes.
I've been for the past month really going out and trying to see and meet as many people as possible.
Right.
And I have to tell you, the seniors just,
Yes.
they glow. All
They
you have to
do.
do, all you have to do
They-
is just have a conversation
Exactly.
with them and you've made their day.
Yeah, it's true.
So
My
I-
son, when he was younger, he actually had volunteered going out to the seniors and playing games with them and activities. And it's really, especially when they see younger kids coming into doing that. I think it's a great match for the youth.
It's great.
Yeah, with
It's
the
great.
elderly, because
Yeah.
now they see, wow, this could be me. You're going to respect them more,
Absolutely.
right? So I think that's
Absolutely.
such a great match.
We actually had this boy who he goes into one of the senior centers and he calls bingo.
Uh-huh.
And he started it just as like a bar mitzvah project,
Right.
just
Oh,
a
nice.
charity thing. And he's continued on, and he's so cute because he always goes that extra mile. So when it was close to Mother's Day, he brought flowers, and
that's
when
so
it's
pretty.
so he really kind of and
Nice.
they adore him, and he loves doing it, and it gives him such a good
It
feeling
does.
about himself.
It does. And I
Yeah.
tell people, you want to volunteer. It's not only going to help them to feel good, but you as a person knowing that, wow, I put a smile on someone's
Yeah.
face. How ultimate is that?
It's amazing.
You know what I mean? It is the ultimate feeling.
Yeah.
So I encourage that. I really encourage that. So the other question is, do you ever go to the high schools or elementary schools and talk about it and maybe see if you can match up? Because I know a lot of schools, they have to do volunteering anyway.
They do.
So that would be a great way to get the youth in. So I don't know if that's something you guys do.
Honestly, I'm not sure how much of it we do at the moment, but we do offer a lot of different volunteer opportunities. We have a lot of corporations that come in.
Right.
We have an incredible food pantry, so they'll do a stock and shop. That they'll do together, which is great. Or, you know, there are different activities throughout the year. We've had people make soup for seniors. So there are a ton of volunteer opportunities available. There's nothing better than volunteers.
It is. Matter of fact, I was at the soup kitchen in East Brunswick yesterday, because now I just started this project coordinator thing at NJ Cares. And so we're packing up the food, and they also have clothing.
Right.
So I like the idea that you have that.
Yeah, we have clothes.
That's wonderful.
You know what? Yeah, we have clothing at our pantry as well.
Nice.
So it's really it's a special place.
It's so nice when you see people just giving.
It's so important.
To me, that's the ultimate.
It is.
And then there's other people that never give anything, and I'm like, I can never understand, how could you not give?
Yeah.
You know,
it's well, and I think that that's important too, is you have to teach people to give, because sometimes it's just not in their, not that it's in their nature, they just don't realize the importance of it. So once you get somebody in once and they see the changes that they can make, that's really what's so important. And that's why I really wanted to leverage my passion closer to home, so I could engage the community around here. And I have to tell you that Princeton is, the whole area, the Mercer Bucks, I'm amazed at how engaged people are.
They are.
All the, it's incredible to me,
it is.
And it's just heartwarming to see it. No, really, because
no, it is. I've lived here for what, 7 years, and this is the town.
Yeah,
very
it's incredible.
Warm. Yes.
Yeah, I'm telling you. I said, I think that I'm gonna. You know, everybody says to me, "So are you gonna move here?" And I actually have a child who's still in high school, so that's not even an option at the moment. But I have to tell you, I mean, I would like to be adopted by the Princeton community and call it my own.
Of course, you're definitely adopted.
Thank you.
Yes, that's wonderful. Yeah, your son wouldn't. Is it a son or daughter?
It's a daughter.
Okay, so
she's
she would not let you.
No.
I had done that where I moved, you know, and my daughter came to this school. She was like, "Mom, all my friends are there from elementary," and I'm like, sometimes life happens. You got to do what you got to do, but you know, it's not always good. Or easy, I shouldn't say good, but it's not always easy for them, that transition, especially when they're in high school.
Senior in high school, it would just, it would not bode well.
No, that would not at all, not at all. Yeah. So are there any upcoming events that you guys are doing, or?
So the summer is kind of, you know, a little, it's going to be crazy at the agency because of the transition. You know, our soup kitchen, our pantry is always being stocked. We always have people coming in. We're always happy to accept donations for the pantry. Things really rev up in the fall as far as programming and getting people involved. But anybody at any time can call. And, you know, as far as events, you know, those happen. But we have other services, you know, that continue throughout the year. Like I said, our counseling is bar none, and people don't even think about it. But it's, you know, we have amazing therapists. We have bilingual ability, which is great. And we attract people from all over. So even though we're not technically in Princeton, I learned all about crossing. So, you know, we still attract people from all over the place to, you know, to take part in that. So it's really, it's very helpful. And we have, you know, different types of group bereavement groups or parenting groups and things like that. So just, you know, check out the website, and all the events are always listed.
Yes, and tell us what the website is.
I knew you were going to ask me that. It's jfcsonline.org.
Wonderful.
Yes. What happens with our food pantry is we make appointments for people to come in, so they kind of get to do it on their own. We also have an amazing thing that it's all nutrition based. So it's really, and we actually have a nutritionist on staff who comes in to really teach you how to eat and eat healthy. You'll see it when you come. So that's wonderful. We also have a program called Kosher Meals on Wheels. So we deliver meals as well to seniors.
Cooked meals?
Cooked meals.
Beautiful.
5 meals that they get. And then we also have kosher cafes in different areas around. Yeah, so it's really, it really takes care of people.
Wow. So you said that people can actually come in and just select what they want instead of you putting it in a bag for
them?
Yeah,
we don't put it in a bag for you. What happens is they get, and again we'll show you, they get, based on their family dynamics, they get kind of a guide as to what they should eat nutritionally. So how many proteins you should be having, how many carbs you should be having, and everything's labeled. And they get to go shopping, basically. So it's really nice. So they get to make their own choices, make healthy choices.
That's nice.
And it really fulfills a need.
Yeah, and I think when you give people a choice,
it
that
empowers
makes them feel. How do they feel?
They feel empowered.
Instead of here's a bag of food for you. You don't even get to choose it.
No.
Now you feel like, wow,
Right.
You know, you feel independent.
You feel independent and you feel empowered and you feel like you're making the choices
Exactly.
and that's so important.
That is so. Yeah, mentally, it is.
It does a lot for them. It really does. And it's also nice that they can make an appointment so they don't feel like other people are watching them and they can just kind of do what they need to do and
you just make it more human. You know what I mean?
You know what? That's so
personal touch.
Absolutely.
So that's wonderful.
Yeah.
So what we're going to do now, we are going to be off to go and visit the back end to see all the great things that they are doing. So see you there. Bye-bye.
Our tzedakah baskets, and we have these available to the community, and they're able to use them as centerpieces for functions, whether it's a wedding, a bar, bat mitzvah, any type of sit-down meal, to have them as centerpieces. And so it really makes people aware of the food pantry, and all of the donations that are made for the tzedakah baskets go to the food pantry. So it's just made up of different items of food, and you can select your colors based on the color that you might have for your event. And then the baskets are put together by volunteers, and then here's, as you can see, it's the bow closet, and our volunteers, we refer to them as the bow ladies. So the bow ladies come, they assemble the different baskets and then make the bows and put the bows on to, you know, according to the color that the person has selected for their event. Hi, it's really good to see you again. Come on in, we'll get you started. And here is our newsletter for the month, and as you can see, we're highlighting the good fruits for the summer, as you know, this is a really good time to be focused on eating fruits and vegetables. And then on the back, you can see that we'll have some great recipes for you to try at home. So using bananas and frozen yogurt, and then watermelon sorbet.
Okay, great, thank you.
And then you were able to taste the sorbet as the recipe that the registered dietitian put together. So I hope you enjoyed it.
Okay.
Great, and then here, just as a reminder, how the points work is this is all according to USDA guidelines, and so it's really creating a healthy and balanced meal for you and your family for the week.
Okay.
So as you can see, you'll just follow exactly the breakdown of the grains and veggies and fruits and protein, and then these are 2 large items and 1 small item.
Okay.
So we'll just go through, and I can help you, you know, based on just what your needs are.
Right.
Okay, so if you want to look at the grains, so as you can see, everything is labeled. So here we have, these are large items, and then smaller items at the bottom. So here now you're looking for some
grains.
Right, exactly. So you can get 2 large.
2 large. Okay. I love oats. Yummy.
And that's healthy.
And let's see. I think I'll do Cheerios. And then a small item.
Right, small grains.
Small grains.
And we have gluten-free items if that's what you need in your family.
Yes, I think I'll take this. Love it. Okay.
Great.
That's the grains.
Okay, and then we can move right along to veggies.
Okay.
Okay, so here are the veggies, and here are the large items at the bottom.
Okay.
So you're able to have 2 of those, and then 2.
And then 2 small.
Right.
Okay. Okay, I love chickpeas. Oh, yummy. And you put salad.
Too.
Yes. Let's see what else. Candied yams. And 2 small veggies. Let's see. I love corn. And I think I'll take some red kidney beans. Wonderful.
Very good choice.
Okay.
And if we look in the freezer, actually, there's some protein options.
Okay.
So that'll be great.
Oh, nice.
So we have some chicken today, and fish, and actually some frozen veggies. If we're interested in that.
Protein, 2 big and 1 small.
Right.
Okay.
So if you,
I think I'll take the chicken. Okay. I love tilapia. Very nice. A little veggie.
great.
I love broccoli. Oh, yummy. Oh my gosh.
So much of that. Okay, and if you look to your left, we have some extras down down here. So if you wanted to look at just 3 extras, if you needed any jam or peanut butter.
Okay, let's see. I think I'll go with strawberry jam. I love strawberry jam.
And there's tuna as well. Just yes,
I love pepper. And let's see. And I think I'll take some almond milk. Or that's large, is that right?
That's okay. That's okay.
Fine?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Okay. Oh, great for lasagna.
Yes.
Beautiful. Okay, thank you. That was yummy.
And then if you wanted to take a look if there's any clothing you needed or toiletries, we also have that as well.
Okay. Yes.
Is that okay?
Yes.
On a typical day, so just because it's not pantry time, the refrigerator is fully stocked with fruits and vegetables and yogurt and more cheese and eggs.
Okay.
It's just that it's not pantry this week, so we haven't gone shopping yet.
Now, how often is pantry?
We have it every month, and it's the first 2, past now extending actually to 3 weeks of each month.
Wow.
So we're open on a Monday evening and Tuesday morning of the first 3 weeks.
All right. How many hours are you open?
It's about 8 hours total.
8 hours.
For
Nice.
now, it'll be about 10 hours.
Right. So does everybody line up outside?
So,
tell us a little bit about
sure. Our clients are assigned a time, so now it's by appointment, and they meet with us initially. If they're new to the agency, they come to us. They fill out an application. We assess what their needs are, and then they are assigned a pantry time that they come to.
Okay. And how many hours does each person get for their appointment to go through this?
Sure. So each appointment is about 15 minutes.
Okay.
In addition to that, the registered dietitian is here with us on Monday evenings. So she's able to help them with any strategies to implement at home with their eating and really help them shop and make healthy choices. So she also prepares then a recipe based on exactly what we're giving out to them. So they get to sample it here and then try it when they go home. So
that's
it's
wonderful.
really nice.
So they're getting educated in every aspect.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
And then if they're new also to the agency, she meets with them to review their medical history and to see what interventions they might need and any other referrals that we can make for them.
So if they're diabetic, you'll know exactly how to control it by their food intake. And what to put.
And she's monitoring them through the course of the year to help see exactly where they are. If they have too high of a blood pressure and really recommending what foods they can eat to help.
I think that is awesome. You know,
that's great.
Because a lot of these food pantries today, they are just, letting people select whatever they want in terms of not knowing what their health is, and then no one is following up. So the fact that this food pantry follows up throughout the whole year to make sure that their clients are being healthy. That's
and it's
wonderful.
really important because statistics show that those individuals who eat at food pantries aren't necessarily eating the healthiest that they need, and a lot of them do have diabetes. So to be able to provide this service really helps with our healthy initiative.
Right. And you also said that you have kosher items as well.
Yes, so we actually are an all kosher food pantry.
All kosher.
Of course, the's plenty of items. It's mainstream items, but we have the kosher chicken and kosher fish for individuals who do keep kosher.
Nice. Great. Well, wonderful. Well, thank you. You made my experience really wonderful. I felt like a human being coming in and being able to pick out my food. There's not a million people behind me or around me as I'm selecting it, so I feel comfortable in my, selection.
Yes, and that's a big piece of it too, the confidentiality and having only one client in here at a time to shop so that they have their privacy.
Yeah, that's awesome. Great.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for making my experience feel really wonderful.
So glad.
So I have this incredible lady here, Elizabeth Williams Riley. She is the CEO and president of the American Conference on Diversity.
No matter where you are, you can be an ally. And what that means is you can advocate for someone even when they're not present.